So today's class is about mystical meditation. And I want to just start to explain the difference. There's mystical meditation, and then there is metaphysical. So when we start to compare these two, mystical is really about using a certain Sanskrit phrase over and over and over. And there are many that you can actually use. I'm actually going to start with one that will really help you to focus on your third eye. All right, metaphysical is tied to working with changing the thoughts in the subconscious mind. So, in a way, it's somewhat like a self hypnosis. And we'll talk more about that when we get there. So, the one thing that I want you to recognize is that when we're doing mystical meditation, and some meditation practices, I will tell you, you can lie down, you can sit in a recliner, and I'm all about just finding comfort, whatever works for you, as long as you're doing meditation. All right? Doing your meditation practice on a daily basis. You might find that you sit for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's okay. And you may also find that your mind starts to wander. So, even though I'm going to give you something to say along with a breathing technique, you might find that at some point you notice that your thoughts started to go somewhere else. It's okay. The practice of meditation is to continue to bring yourself back to the present time. And don't worry about anything else. The longer you meditate, the more you meditate, the more your experiences start to change.
Remember to like and subscribe.
And so remember, some of the benefits around meditation is one, stress reduction. Now, stress reduction, actually, when you can find a practice that slows down stress and starts to minimize that in your physical body, the benefits are all the health benefits. In addition, the one I think everybody will love is that it starts to slow down the aging process. And if you think about the aging process, a lot of that is brought on by stress. So that'll give you a motivation to practice on a daily basis. Something else before we actually get started today is that when you start a meditation practice, one of the best things that you can do for yourself is to create a space. Whatever that space is, it might be the corner of a room, but it's a place where you know this is where my meditation practice happens. As you continue to step into this space on a daily basis, your physical body and your mind will start to entrain to the idea of meditation, and it will make it so much easier for you to stay there and to access it. Now, some people may go ahead and set up a space. This is my meditation space, and they may create what is called an altar. And it can just be like a low little table with a couple of things that really resonate with you. You may have something that really resonates with you. Maybe it's a statue of the Mother Mary, maybe it's Kuan Yin, Ganesh, whoever it is that really resonates with you, Michael the Archangel, whatever works for you. Sometimes just having fresh flowers. So, really set the intention to creating just a beautiful, peaceful area and environment to get your meditation practice really feeling sacred and something that you wake up in the morning and you look at it and you can't wait to step into it. And if you need to have your coffee first, go ahead and have your coffee first and then go into your meditation. Or maybe go into your meditation first, knowing that you're having your coffee after. So it doesn't matter. I want you to be flexible in your ideas around meditation. Maybe you sit for 5 minutes and realize, okay, I'm struggling a little bit. And you get up and you do some meditation in motion. And then you sit back down for 5 minutes. So allow yourself to have some flexibility in whatever this practice looks like And I will tell you, just by experience, is that the more you can deep into meditation, the easier many of the events around life become. I actually found my productivity increased tremendously when I would sit and do meditation first. All right. And that was pretty incredible because I had a pretty wound up nervous system. So let's just say I spent a lot of time in the sympathetic nervous system. And if you do, I just want you to know, hey, there is nothing wrong. Okay. And all we're looking to do is bring things back to balance, slowing down all the rhythms of our body and beginning. So let's get started with today's lesson. I am going to have you repeat these words, and they are Hung Sau. And again, Hung Sau. Now, you're not going to say them out loud. You're actually going to start working with the breath. And as you breathe in through your nose, you're saying the word hung in your mind. And then as you exhale, you'll say the word Sao. So it's Hung Sao. Now, the most important place in meditation is that middle place. It's the place where it's like you find that space of ether. It's like where the nothing is. And the nothing is in between the inhalation and the exhalation. So I want you to just practice a couple times with me. Breath in and saying the word hung, exhale, sao. Breath in, hung. Notice the space where you stop, exhale, sao. Hung, sao. Hung, sao. Now, here's the next step to that. Once you start to recognize that you've got the hung and the sao, you want to start to increase the amount of time that you are taking that breath in and then holding it for a similar amount of time and then exhaling. So, I want to give you an idea of how you do this, and then you can practice this technique for the next week. I want you to take a nice breath in through your nose, and let's count to 6. Just in your mind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now exhale for the same amount of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now just easily bring your breath back and come back to this current space. All right, now you've learned Hung Sau. And when you start to practice this method of breathing in, Hung, pause, Sau, you'll start to realize, that as you're breathing in, it may be for about 6, 8 seconds.
Like and subscribe.
And then as you do this more and more, you will start to be able to breathe in longer. And just remember, it's a slow breath in, a hold, and a slow breath out. There's no gasping for air. Now, I'm going to give you one more piece because the idea around meditation is to focus on your third eye. And there's actually a spot in the back of your head which is called the pineal gland. And if you could focus on your third eye and to the back of your pineal gland, you will start to awaken that place inside of you, which is consciousness. Okay? Some people call it Christ consciousness. And whatever name you want to put to it, whatever resonates with you, it's all fine. Okay?
Get more tips. Click the link in the description.
All right, so let's get started. I'm going to have you close your eyes And remember, I probably won't stay with you for the entire time. If you decide that you want to have music in the background, that is fine. There are little chakras in our palms, so it's nice to just have all of our chakras open. You may even ask that you are surrounded in divine light as you enter your meditation space. In fact, just ask and hold the intention that your meditation space is surrounded in divine light. Once you're sitting, your spine is straight, and your spine is considered the spinal highway to accessing divine light and Christ consciousness. All right, now if you don't have a chair with arms, that's fine. You'll notice that I am going to just place my hands down on my lap, and some people might put their thumb and their index finger together. This is considered a mudra, and it may or may not feel right for you, and it's fine. It just closes the circle of energy. So just allow your eyes to close now. We'll just start with a couple of relaxing breaths. A nice breath in and exhaling out anything that you don't require for the next few moments. And now, this time, as you start to take that breath in, I want you to focus on that little bit of hold in between the inhalation and the exhalation. Nice breath in and exhale. Notice just soft and gentle as the breath comes in through your nostrils and out your mouth. And just note the cool sensation of the breath through your nostrils, the gentle hold, and then the exhalation. And now continue with that breath in a very comfortable manner. And now remember, as you take the breath in through your nose, hung just in your mind, hold and exhale, sow. And you may find as you continue to move through the breath that you are able to take in an inhalation, bringing it in longer, and then holding it longer, and then exhaling longer. And I would invite you to continue to sit as long as it feels comfortable for you. And remember that you can return back to this instructional video anytime. And class one, motion meditation, can also be used before sitting and after sitting. All right, many blessings to you. Go ahead and stay in meditation as long as it feels comfortable for you. And I will see you in our next lesson. Practice every day.